Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we take boring financial reports and make them, well, less boring. And tonight we're digging into something from IRIDEX Corporation. Did they hit their targets or are they running on fumes? Let's find out. Alright, so this is a current report, the latest news from IRIDEX Corporation, filed on the 12th of January 2026. They're giving us a peek at how they did in their fourth quarter and for the whole year, which wrapped up on the 3rd of January 2026. Think of it as their yearly report card. But they're giving us a sneak peek before the official final grades are out. First off, let's look at what is most important to investors. IRIDEX Corporation, trading under the ticker symbol IRIX on the Nasdaq Capital Market, is their main stock. This is the pulse of the company, what a lot of people watch to see how the business is doing. Now, the big news here is that on the 12th of January 2026, IRIDEX Corporation put out an announcement about their early, not yet official results for the end of their fiscal year. They're sharing their performance from the last 3 months of the year and the whole year. This is important because companies often release this kind of information to give investors a heads up before the fall. Audited financial reports come out. They want to manage expectations, and sometimes they want to share good news early. This press release dated the 12th of January 2026 is the actual core of this filing. Everything we're talking about today comes from this announcement. It is like the company's statement to the world about their health. What is interesting here is that while they're giving us this information, they're also saying it is not considered officially filed in the eyes of certain legal regulations. This is a standard practice for these kinds of preliminary updates. It is like saying, here is what we're seeing, but remember, the final numbers are still being crunched and checked. Looking at the limited information available in this filing, we don't have specific financial tables with revenue, profit, or loss numbers directly here. This report primarily serves as a notification that the company has released preliminary results in a separate press release. Usually, this press release, Exhibit 99.1, would contain the actual financial numbers that are worth dissecting. Given that it is preliminary, it is always a good idea to look for the final audited reports later for the most accurate picture. However, based on the fact they are releasing preliminary results, it suggests they are either ready to share positive news or need to communicate something significant about their financial performance to the market. Now, let's think about what this means for IRIDEX Corporation. Releasing preliminary results can signal a few things. It could mean they've had a strong quarter or year and want to get that positive news out quickly to boost investor confidence. Conversely, if the news isn't as good, it can be a way to soften the blow before the official report. Without the actual numbers from the press release itself, it is hard to say definitively. But the act of releasing these preliminary figures shows they are actively communicating with their investors and the market about their performance. In terms of strategy, this move to release preliminary data suggests that financial performance and investor relations are a high priority for IRIDEX Corporation heading into 2026. It's a signal that they are paying close attention to how the market perceives them and are managing that perception actively. Now let's consider the broader context. IRIDEX Corporation is in a specific industry and how they perform is tied to that industry's overall health. Are there new technologies emerging? Or are there economic headwinds affecting their customers? These are the kinds of questions we'd typically ask when evaluating a company's financial results. This report by itself doesn't give us those answers, but it is the first step in understanding the company's current standing. The report is signed off by Patrick Mercer, the Chief Executive Officer, on the 12th of January 2026. This means the top leadership is aware of and is signing off on this communication to the market. When the CEO signs off on a report, it carries weight. It is a statement of their commitment to the information being shared. It also tells us that the company's leadership is actively involved in managing its public financial disclosures. So, what's our takeaway from this filing? It's a signal that IRIDEX Corporation is giving investors an early look at their financial health. While we don't have the juicy details of the numbers in front of us right now, the company is being proactive. This is a good sign for transparency. The key really lies in that attached press release, Exhibit 99.1. That's where the story is, the actual performance metrics that tell us if IRIDEX is soaring, struggling, or just steady as she goes. We'll be keeping an eye out for that detailed report to give you a full breakdown. Alright? That is our quick look at this IRIDEX Corporation filing. What is your take on companies releasing preliminary results? Does it build trust or does it feel like a marketing tactic? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this quick decode was helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more straight to the point corporate insights. And hey, if you want to connect with fellow investors and dive deeper, join our Discord community. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one.